Oh, welcome back everybody, some more Satisfactory, and at least of my particular Let's Play world, my personal one. And we left off with setting up automated production of computers and heavy modular frames. And also at least beginning to address another power issue we're running into. But since we've now, at least we should have now have unlocked a new, we have fuel generators now, which, it consumes fuel to generate electricity for the power grid. It has a pipe input so the fuel supply can be automated. And so it's basically like this coal generator, only it runs off of fuel instead of coal and water. And fuel basis is refined from oil with the refinery. So basically my plan is, if I can show the map. It's basically out where I kind of wish the in-game map would show builds, but it doesn't. But of course our base is like here, and our oil refineries down there at the bottom. Well, our base is in the sky, our oil refineries on the ground. And we technically have 3 oil pumps, like one here. I think there's like a couple here and then one out here. There's 2 out in the sea and one in here. But from playing this map on another save, I've discovered actually some pure oil nodes out kind of around this area. They're not marked, but I know they're in this area. And if we tap into all of them, we should have more than enough oil to both satisfy our needs for plastic and rubber, but also for our power generation as well. And later on, we're going to need the oil for the aluminum processing. But at least for right now, that's going to satisfy our needs. And I'm going to go down to, I guess now I'm gonna, well, before we go out, there is one other milestone I'd like to unlock. And actually, since the last time we played the save, Satisfactory has gotten a pretty major update, which basically has it's like the version 3 of Satisfactory, to my understanding, added the pipes and all the fluid processing. But this update is like an update to the update. And we now have Mark II pipes and Mark II pumps, and we also have the packager, And before you'd use the refinery to make the packaged water, packaged fuel, packaged oil, etc. But we now have a separate machine, which the case in point. The refinery is pretty huge, or it's one of the largest machines in the game. But the packager is a lot smaller and basically allows you to do packaging, but in a lesser footprint. But given the choice between these, I'm gonna go for this first. This is gonna enable us to move as much, all that oil that's gonna be in the ocean that I talked about. And all the things that are required we're now actually producing, so it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so we had everything. We're just waiting on the heavy modular frames pretty much now. While we're waiting on that, I figured let's at least prepare for actually what the other thing we want to do. So we're gonna want plenty of extractors and refineries, and some of these as well. So we're gonna want plenty of these materials. Though one thing to note is the fuel generators actually require quick wire, which is made from deuterium ingots. And if memory serves, we actually did set up deuterium production, but it's kind of its own little area. So I think it's somewhere over there. So let's go down there and I guess get some quick wire. Well, that's as much as we can carry, so let's go back to base.
Milestone reached. Improved pipelines and pumps can now be constructed, capable of handling increased throughput of any fluid, as well as providing increased pressure handling for better vertical transport, respectively.
Yes, let's get to this, shall we? I say we're ready to set out on our epic journey for oil. go. That's right. If I could find food, I would heal up, but there's literally nothing near me. Could have sworn there was at least a couple of pures out here. I mean, if we find enough normals and impures, I guess we'll get the oil we need. Well, that was a bear. Anyway, happy it's over. I'm just gonna finish these guys off. I mean, I was tempted to use the other B word, but this is not I don't want to lose my YouTube rank on Autcraft, so yeah. Well, I'm definitely gonna make sure I'm prepared if we ever to attempt another resource grab of this magnitude. Just a quick safety save, and now let's take on this beast. Oh, I forgot about this patch. And you're also a pure node. Well, I think we can run pipes now. And of course I don't have freaking concrete. Now I do. With this pipeline, I actually want to have it a little bit elevated so that I can actually drive under it. There's a previous one I can't drive under it. Well, I don't need to be using these. I can just basically I could just run like this, and then just raise it up. Like no need for these fancy supports. Well, we're actually gonna have this be our first major pipeline. So this, all three of these nodes together will max out Mark II pipe. So we're just gonna run this. Though this deep water is annoying. Well, I'm gonna go on, so I guess, I'm gonna need more plastic and copper sheets, so I guess I'm gonna go back to base, and I'll be back when I have the materials I need. And now we can continue this. I'm not sure where we're going to put it. Well, I mean, since we already have some of our power grid out here, why not we put at least the energy generation part of this whole, I guess we'll just have refineries out here and fuel generators, and we'll just deliver the products to our base. Sounds like a good plan to me, so let's do that. And so, one moment, I need to get materials. I'll be right back. I want to do some research.
Milestone reached. Fluids can now be packaged to allow for transportation via vehicle and conveyor belts. Additionally, highly improved biofuel can now be produced.
Well, I wanted to unlock the jetpack, but I have to first unlock the packaging, and now I have to wait on the pod to return so I can do the jetpack. But while I'm waiting for that, I'm gonna finish routing the rest of our pipelines. And I guess just for the fun of it, we can throw one of these down. These, I think we can just use regular pipes because they're not super high flow rate. Okay, so now we have our pipes are finally connected. Though we are going to have to run power as well. But there's a few ways we can actually go about this. We can just make plastic or rubber and then take the residue and make that into fuel, or we can just turn oil straight into fuel, but then we could use some of the polymer resin to make our plastic and our rubber. So since we have a pretty good amount of oil in this pipe, like about 600 per minute, and we're gonna go with this recipe. We can have up to 10 refineries worth of our production. Let's do this a bit more space efficient if we can. Me want jetpack.
R&D inflated your pocket dimension and has provided a jetpack, which operates on oil-based fuel, for increased navigational capabilities as well as odds of survival.
Well, since this is right near where we need our power, we're gonna just tap off of here. But we're gonna be careful about how we go about hooking this up, because we are, as it is, we are close, basically almost hitting the ceiling of our power. This is just as a temporary way to deal with the polymer resin until we actually set up proper production. I hate how at night you can't see a thing. And probably only going to start up one of the oil extractors, or because we're so close to our limit on our power. Might be able to start the other ones. Well, I think we'll start one up first. And I guess we could use a pump. And sooner or later, fuel is going to make its way into this tank. But I guess while we're waiting, we'll at least begin to set up the fuel generators. And I have been I have been recording for over 2 hours at this point, so just gonna get it working, and I'll just finish it up off camera and just kind of explain all what I did, how it all works and everything. And now we have increased our power capacity. And now let's get the other refineries online. Well, probably because of the amount of time it took me to record this episode, I'm going to call it for now, and I guess in between episodes I may add more fuel generators, and maybe the next episode will add the second part of this that'll I would like to do. I would like to possibly take the residue and use that to make plastic and rubber. And then this other oil supply that we're not using yet, I'm planning on this also being rubber and plastic production. And so this is effectively going to be our new oil processing area. So, thank you all for watching. This has been me, Dusty Circuit, to bring you some more Satisfactory. Remember to rate, comment, like, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more of this content and more other content on my channel. And peace out.